Hi to everyone. Welcome to my first time of doing this. I've been doing mediumship quite some time, but this is the first time I've done live feed, so welcome. What I will be doing is reading from the messages that I'm receiving here. I'll read them from the pad, so please excuse if I don't manage to get to everyone. It just depends how many people we have come on board. Could you just let me know in the comments if you can hear me okay, please? If anyone is able to comment whether they can hear me, that would be great, just to give me the knowledge that you can hear me. But yeah, welcome. We've got more people popping in now. So, quick overview of myself. Obviously, you know, I'm Charlotte. I've been doing mediumship for quite a long time now, quite a few years. I also do paranormal work. I have a paranormal team, Starlight Paranormal, amazing team members on there. A shout out to them. But please do come forward if you can hear me and let me know. Hi Richard, how are you? Good to hear you, or see you, should I say. Just bear with me guys, I'm just turning this down on my pad. I can hear myself speak. Richard, can you hear me okay? Oh, wonderful. Hi Michaela. Okay. Brilliant, I'm glad. Hi Marnie, I'm glad everybody can hear me. Okay, so what I'm going to do first of all is, because I have got somebody coming in straight away, which is great. So normally when I work on platform in public, I will fire straight to a person. But in this, doing this, obviously I haven't got anybody in front of me. I've just got the energies from you guys. Hi Sangeeta. And so it will be purely spirit coming to me, giving me some information, and I will feed it to you to see who it fits with the best. And obviously sometimes it can fit with more than one person. So please listen in and let's go. So firstly, I have a female. This lady comes through on a motherly vibration, but I wouldn't necessarily feel that she was a mother to one of you. She would have been like a mother. So when they show me this way, sometimes this can come through as a grandparent. So I'm just trying to see what she's trying to show me. Bear with me 1 second. Okay. Richard, can you still see me? You're saying I've gone. Can everybody else still see me, hear me? If somebody could just let me know, and then I know I'm speaking to somebody and you can hear me. Hi Brenda, can you hear me, Brenda? Can you let me know? Oh, lovely, thank you Sangeeta. Okay, so going back to this lovely female. Okay, right, this lady shows to me. Hi Anne. Glad you made it, my love. So this lady shows to me, I'm around the height of 5'7", and she's similar, a little bit shorter than myself. She would have stood quite tall and proud, and a very proud person. And obviously as I go along, if any of this sits with you, hi Stephen, if you could please let me know, that'd be great. Okay, so I do feel that I am coming to more of a grandmother than a mother. She did have a motherly vibration about her towards this person. I do feel I'm coming to a female that's watching. Okay, hi Claire. She did have, I do apologise. She's just showing me. Okay, right. So she's showing me quite a good age. Okay, and she does show me that her illness didn't come quickly, but she went quickly, and she did have a struggle towards the end. Especially with her communication and her breathing, because what she did, she restricts my throat. Hello, Beverly, and she makes me feel like she would have been between the back end of 60s and no higher than her 80s. She's in that bracket there. I do feel that she would have had quite curly hair. Hello, Bill. And short curly hair. Oh, bless her. She really did struggle towards the end. She's talking about a great-grandchild, so there's a great-grandchild somewhere in the family also. I don't feel this is a person that the message is for. I feel that they have a niece or nephew that's what I would call quite fairly new, very young. You think it may be you, Michaela? Okay, so I'm going to give you some more information. If you can just keep listening for me and let me know if this sits with you. So, very, very proud lady. Loved her family. What I would call a real matriarch. She's quite fun. She liked to crack a joke. Now she... Okay, Beverly, thank you. I can see that and I'll keep that in mind. Just keep listening, as I said. So, now then. She's... Sorry, she makes me laugh. She's criticised. I feel that she would have criticised quite a bit when she was here. But she was a good person, but she always had something to say about someone else. Okay, so certainly lively, chatty, but definitely very recent passing. And I want to come to the back end of last year. So Beverly, I don't know if this sits with you at all, Michaela. So you think it might be your nan? Okay, well, she is coming through, as I said, on a grandmother link. But so Michaela, your nan. Okay, right. So she has come in to give a specific message, and Beverly, Michaela, if you could just listen, or anyone else that feels that this information sits with them. So she's come in to say that there is somebody, because of her passing so soon. I have to say, she brings me to after September, so between September and December last year. Hi, Lisa. So, Michaela, so you think this is you? Okay. I have to say, okay, so the October fits for you. Okay, so just keep listening for me, my love. So she's just come in to say that there is somebody, and she makes me aware it's a female in the family that is sort of struggling in silence with this. Very, very strong link. Obviously, Michaela, yes, I do know you, and I know your mum, but I don't obviously know your family, as you know. But she... I have to say she is bringing me towards your mum, and she... Hello there, Ali. She does make me feel that your mum is really struggling to come to terms with this. Would that make sense to you? Very much so. Hi, Donna. How are you, my love? Michaela, can you take any of that there? So obviously mum is still grieving, but she is very much so struggling with this quite a lot, and more than she's letting on. Now she's showing me she used to have long hair when she was younger, but cut it short. she's sort of making out that she loved her music, but she keeps bringing me back to a mixture of like country music and contemporary music, but not obviously this sort of contemporary music that we have now. So she takes me back to when she was younger, and she's telling me that she used to go dancing. Would that make sense to you, Michaela? Did your nan used to love to dance? Obviously, I'm asking a question, but that's what she's showing to me. So she just made she made a funny remark. She went, I was dancing around my handbag. She's so lovely. She is lovely, and it's a pleasure to have her here. She's just saying to me, she keeps okay. All right, my lovely. Right, so what she's just doing at the moment, she keeps putting her hand on my shoulder, and what she's indicating there is for you to do this with your mum, okay, and just to give her that little bit of support. And she knows that you are there for her, but just at the moment, she's saying she struggled over Christmas, which obviously most people do. However, she really has struggled. But just at the moment, she's really, and within the last 2 weeks, she's had a down spurt, if for want of a better word. That's just she's gone downhill. Would that make sense to you, Michaela? She's just so if you can let me know about that. She's just talking. She was quite a proud woman with how she presented herself, and she just takes me back to the time of her funeral, and she just wanted to say thank you to everyone, especially your mum. That she said it was beautiful, and she wouldn't have wanted it any other way. But she does indicate to me, Michaela, that someone put a picture in with her, in the casket with her. They put a picture. Obviously, I don't know if you're aware of this, but she is making me aware that there was a picture there, and it's more of a photograph. And it's a treasured photograph, very much so, especially for your mum. And she just wants you to know, and your mum to know, that actually it's in. She knew it was there, and she said thank you. So just okay, my lovely. Hi Alex, how are you? And hello to our other followers that are here. So just very quickly again, just because quite a few people joined us now. So normally when I work on platform in public, I will fire a reading straight to a person. This is a little different. Obviously, I've been doing mediumship for a few years, quite a few years, but this is the first time I've actually done this. So hello, Maureen. So welcome to you all, and hello, Katie. Is it Katie? Sorry if I pronounce it the wrong way. Okay. Michaela, I just want you to know, she's just saying to me that you're putting off something that needs doing in regards to some paperwork, and you've put it to one side. Can you just let me know if this makes sense to you? She said, she shows me that you've put this paperwork to one side, and by paperwork, she shows me a letter. Oh, lovely. Oh, so Sam put a photo. Oh, that's lovely. Oh, I'm very aware. I'm looking like I've got a false tooth in here. It's not. It's just shining on my teeth. So excuse that. So she is just saying to me, Michaela, like I said, that she shows me a letter, and it's almost as if it's been put to one side. Well, no, it has. She's showing me it has been put to one side, and it's something that you need to be dealing with. And what she just said to me, it's not necessarily a signature that's needed, but you need to deal with it, okay? And it's important for you moving forward as well. She does show me as well, Michaela, a change for you, my love. and she shows me a change work-wise. Okay. Hiding behind the hands on there, I see that, bless you. Does it make sense to you though, Michaela, this letter? So she does show me particularly, like I say, a letter rather than paperwork. But what she's doing at the moment, I don't know if you can hear, my voice has changed a little bit. So she's actually restricting how I'm speaking, and she's actually aiming this at you, Michaela. And she's saying to me, she said, Charlotte, things need to be said. Michaela needs to say what she needs to say. Can you just tell me if that makes sense to you, Michaela? She tells me you're holding back a bit. It's not that you're frightened, you're just wary of putting yourself forward, if that makes sense to you. If you can just let me know that, that'd be lovely. Okay, so I want to just come to, she's just showing me, hello Maria, don't worry, it's fine. So Maria's just come in saying, sorry, I missed some, so don't worry. And okay. Thank you, Brenda. Oh, bless you. Okay, so it does make sense to you, Michaela. That's brilliant. Lovely. That's just what I wanted to know for you. Just lastly, Michaela, she does bring in a gift for yourself and for your mum. The gift for you is she's trying to show you encouragement. So what she's brought me in is it's very strong, and it's like it's not the Holy Bible, but it's that sort of strength book, and she just wants you to know that you have that strength and keep persevering, okay, and step forward. And for your mum, what she's just shown me, oh bless her, this is quite beautiful. She's just shown me it's a peony, you know, the flower, the peony. She's shown me a pink peony, and she's just said to me that although the peony doesn't blossom for very long, she said your mum's courage will keep her blossoming. And she's saying your mum has a lot of courage, but I can just leave her, if I can just leave her love with you. And also she said thank you to you, because she's just said to me that you were praying for her, and you're asking for those prayers. Okay. Hi Dickie, hello. Good to see you. So let's move on. Okay, so I have a gentleman this time, but he actually does come through with a female. He's very, very strong in his mannerisms. Quite a stern gentleman. You're very welcome, Michaela. Hi, Leanne. He's quite, I would put him as a very stern gentleman, almost military-like, in the way he would stand, the way he would project himself. Hi, Jordan. He would have been around the height of a 6 foot, maybe just over 6 foot. So quite a tall man. As the back end of his life, he just shows me that he started to lose quite a bit of hair. But he said that was a natural thing. And he's actually quite proud of the fact that he lost that hair. So okay. He keeps mentioning to him, I don't feel this is his name because he hasn't directed it as his name, but he keeps giving me the name Stephen. Okay. And the closeness, he's speaking to me like Stephen would be either a nephew or a son within the family. And he does, I do feel, he does bring to me medals. So I do feel there is a military connection within the family there, whether it's with him. I'm just going to find out, 1 second. Okay, the connection is with him. Okay, I don't feel the military, his military stay would have been very long. So it could have been enlistment. Okay, Dickie, I'll see you soon. Okay. But he did travel with this, okay? So he did travel quite far. Now he does, as I say, he makes me aware that the name Stephen, and he's had me spell it with Steven. The way he connects to him, I do feel like like I say, he makes me feel like it's a son-nephew relationship. Excuse me 1 second, sorry. Okay. He's just saying to me, this person, can anyone take these details so far? Because he's saying the person that needs to take this information needs to get their affairs in order. Now then, I do want to go over the water. I want to not be in the UK with him. He shows me the American flag, so I don't know if anybody can take any of that. Please let me know if you can. The female that comes through with him, actually, sorry, he's pulling me back to him. So with him, he takes me to the chest area and he makes me feel almost as if it was like a heart attack with him or a heart condition. That was the reason for his passing. Also, the female that comes forward, she is more of a newly passed spirit. Sorry, I call them people because to me they are people still. But she's newly passed. And she makes me feel like it was definitely last year where she passed. And I want to say not the beginning of the year, probably to the middle to the latter end of. Is this making sense to anybody so far? And you're allowed to say no, it's all right. So I want to come to this lady actually because she's pulling me towards her. So I feel that she would have been a driving force for this person who's supposed to receive this message. She does show me straight but bobbed hair. Good evening, Gary. Yeah, definite bob hair. Hello, Vicky. I want to say no longer than here, no longer than the shoulders, but like really bobbed in. Okay. It would have been greying a little bit, this hair, but she was so proud of how her hair was. She always had to have her hair brushed. She keeps bringing me she makes me want to brush my hair. And I'm an avid hairbrusher. I always do it. She's very, very, very proud. Okay. And she's not actually showing me as a proud... She is a proud person, but she's showing me that she's proud of the person who is to receive the message. Okay, so you think maybe Anne might be your dad. Maureen, you're saying yes. Okay, so let's get some more. Good evening, Prince. Okay, yeah, let's get some more information. So, Anne, you can take the military connection. Okay, and you're connecting about the nephew. Okay, let's get some more information and see if we can set this in stone for you. Okay, now then, Anne or Maureen, can you take this lady that I'm describing, or even anyone else? I do feel that this is connected to a male that's watching. Okay. It may be a message for a male that's coming through for you guys, but it's going to have to be given to a female. Okay. Maureen, when you said about your aunt, can you just tell me, because what she shows me, she had Sorry, Iona, it was straight hair. But this lady is showing me that she was quite a fit and well lady through life. And then she said to me, I put a little bit of weight on, and that didn't bode well for my health. She's not pointing me to one place in particular where this illness took her. So she makes me feel as if it was a lot of, basically between the stomach and the chest. I'm asking her to give me a little bit more, because I wanted to point in. Okay, she is now, I've just asked her because I wanted her to clarify it for me. She is bringing me to the stomach, okay, to the stomach area. And she's just indicating also to me that this, she would have been quite nauseated at times. So I don't know if any and also sickly. So if you can let me know if any of this makes sense to you. Hi, Julie. And Maureen, your dad was in the Merchant Navy. Okay. Okay. I wasn't shown particularly the Merchant Navy, because I was actually shown more of the green uniform, but however still travelled with it. But that's not to say it wasn't. So let me get some more information. Right. So this gentleman, Maureen, he liked to wear hats. Okay. So not just his military attire in hats. He liked to wear hats, as in when he went out. And he particularly shows me the. Oh, now it's gone out of my head. He's just showing it me. It's like I want to say a Stetson. I don't know if that's the right wording. But really proud of this hat. Okay, I can see that, Anne. Thank you. They work together in the way they come through. Because I've asked them to separate, but they're so strong together. So that indicates to me that their connection in life would have been very, very. Thank you, Sandra Trilby. That's the one. Wrong word, Stetson. So yeah, their connection in life was very, very strong. So they were very loving people. Okay. Now this lady. This is not the lady's name because she's not indicating it to her in particular. However, she's saying the name of Susan. Okay, so there is a connection to the name Susan with her. And she's also talked about September being a connection to her also. Does this make sense to either of you? Okay, Maureen. I am being made to feel there would have been possibly a diabetic connection with the female. So, okay. Anne, can you take the diabetic connection at all? Good evening to the other people that have joined us. Trudy and Kerry, hi. Hi, Helen. Joseph, hi. So, Anne, if you can let me know if you can take the diabetic connection with her. Sorry, guys, if you do hear a little noise. My son's upstairs and he's coughing a little bit, so... Okay, lovely. So we are with you then. Okay. And the reason this... Okay, Leanne, so we could be with you as well, my love. Okay, let's get some more information then. Right. Leanne, can you take the diabetic connection? And Bill, you can as well. Okay. Bill, can I just ask you... Okay, that's lovely because she did show me last year for her passing. Okay. Bill, if this, obviously you're saying to me it's your mum, this lady her son, daughter would have been, I keep being brought to a male, so I don't know if I am with you, Bill. But as I said earlier, I feel that this is for a male that's watching. Okay. The closeness, she's showing me such, because she's doing this and she's just really joining that closeness with her. Okay, Leanne, no worries, thank you. Bill, do you mind if I just stick with you for a minute, because I keep hearing the name, she's saying the name Bill, but she's also saying to me, okay. She's aware that things are, and Bill, if it's okay, I am going to stay with you just for a moment, because this lady is making me very aware that this is your mum, and she's just, oh bless her, she's really sweet, and she's just said to me that you've really been pondering about your job, okay, and whether to change it. So not necessarily move away from it, but change it a little bit. Would that make sense to you, Bill? Also, I just want to, what's she showing me? She keeps talking to me about, she's showing me a pair of red high heels. Obviously, I don't think these are yours. They could be on a weekend, but she does indicate these heels are hers, and she was quite, okay, brilliant. So we are with you, my lovely. Are you aware of these red heels? Because she's really, like, she keeps pointing to them and putting them on her feet, and she's strutting around really proud in these heels. But she, also in that, she makes me very aware that she was a very proud lady, and certainly very proud of her family. And she's just, you know about the shoes then. She's just put forward to me. She said, in the family, you're close, and she wants to take me just outside, still in the family, but just outside that close circle. And she said that the family haven't always seen eye to eye, because she shows me, so not so much arguments, but just not seeing eye to eye or agreeing with each other on certain things. And she said that this is going on still. Okay, that's fine. Obviously, sometimes they just show me, like she showed me the heels, and obviously if it makes sense to you, then that's great. So are you aware about the other information with the, okay, that's fine. Because she's just saying that you're sort of, well, actually she just said to me, she showed me first and then said it to me. She said you're the bridge maker, and you need to build the bridges. So it's not necessarily involving you at the moment, but because you're good with people and you're good at sorting situations. Does that make sense to you? She also, hi Martin, she also just indicates to me that she takes me back to your work, and she said that you're just, not that you, well, I'm going to say it because she did say you're unhappy, and it's like you feel like you're stagnant and you just want something different, and she wants you to go forward with that. She keeps talking to me about the name Lorraine as well. Can you take that, my lovely? Lorraine, that name. There's also a Bill, I'm still with you at the moment. Okay. I mean, I am still with you. She's still giving me information. She's just saying there's a young gentleman, and I want to come to somebody in their late teens, maybe early 20s, that needs a little bit of guidance. Oh, that's her name. Okay. She just threw it out at me, bless her. I tell you, Bill, she's lovely. She is lovely, and I'm certainly proud to have her here with me. I'm pleased for you that she's here. But she is talking about there's a young gentleman in the family. Does this make sense to you? This young gentleman, he, like I say, he's probably late teens, early 20s, and he just needs that little bit of guidance. He's like on a rocky road. Okay, brilliant. She wants you to try to guide him because she said that you're going to be a good influence on him. But also she said he's not really listening to people. People are trying to help him, but he's not listening. And she just wants you to step forward to him, and to just give him a little bit of a push. She actually said a kick up the backside. Okay. Do you understand the information now that's connected to this young man? She's just also said to me the number 12, Bill. You are heavily guiding. Okay, wonderful. So she's making you aware that she knows. She keeps giving me this number 12, Bill. There's a connection directly to you with this. Okay. Okay. Yeah, she just she makes me feel like she would have said kick up the backside rather than a lovely lady, bless her. But certainly didn't mince her words, shall we say. She does make me aware that this gentleman, like I said, the gentleman that came through initially, is a direct connection to her, and it was the heart. Can you take this information as well, Bill, and also the military connection with him? She's just making me very, very aware of this gentleman, because he stepped in, but he stepped back because I feel that she would have had the say so. And she's saying to me, wore the trousers. In the family, I think, rather than in a marriage as well. But she certainly. Okay, father-in-law. Okay, thank you. Okay, lovely. Okay, because she, like I said, she's she's like this at him. But also she pointed me, she went like this to me, and she said, actually, that's also for Bill, and it is literally to make you aware that she is watching over you, and she knows that you need to change certain things, like obviously with your work. She's extremely proud of you, I have to say. She's given so much love for you. She said you never let her down. You never disappointed her. You were a good son. Bless her. Okay, so she's just giving me, before she steps back, she's just giving me a gift for you. They don't always give a gift, sometimes they do, but she is giving one for you. She just keeps making me, because I've got a poinsettia plant on my table here from Christmas. You're still getting told off, oh bless you. But she keeps pointing me to the plant, and she's talking about growth with you, because she's saying there's still growth to be had, and she just wants me to do that for you and pass her love to you. Thank you. Okay, so Oh, okay, new baby. Someone's pregnant. You're very welcome, Bill. Okay, someone's pregnant. Who's pregnant? Young female. Ah, that's okay, Bill. Thank you. That's why she pointed me to the poinsettia. Bless her. Okay. So young female. Early 20s. So there's, I don't know if it's somebody that's watching, but there, I have actually a female coming forward. She does bring in a male, but the male stands back, so he's not connecting to me at the moment. Okay. She's informing me that a young female in her early 20s is pregnant. And it's either somebody that's watching or a direct sister or sister-in-law to somebody that's watching. So hopefully someone can take this. Okay, right. So she's talking about emotions. Goodness me. Real strong emotion. So your cousin Trudy, okay. Is she in her early 20s, Trudy? Because it's a young girl. I say girl, sorry, young lady that's in. Okay, that's fine. She talks about emotion. Okay, thank you, Sandra. Okay, if you can both just keep listening, or anyone else out there. She keeps talking about these emotions. Bear with me, because I do, as most mediums, we do partly work empathically, and she's making me very, very aware of these emotions. Crying so much, and it's not to do with the pregnancy, it's away from the pregnancy. This lady makes me feel like, okay, my love. So this lady is making me very aware that this young lady is crying quite a lot, and she's missing this lady that's here. I'm just trying to get her to, because her energy is just a little bit weaker, so I'm just getting her to come forward a little bit. Okay. Now, this lady does come through on a motherly vibration. However, I'm going to see if it is a direct mother. Okay. Okay, so this lady was taken quite some time ago. You're not pregnant, Trudy. Oh, bless you. You've had that in mind. Okay. Okay, so I'm just, okay. What are you trying? She's very, very, making me very aware of these emotions, but it's not hers. Trudy, she is coming through on a motherly vibration, but it doesn't necessarily just stick with me that this is a mum. I feel that this lady would have maybe been like a mum, but not necessarily her mum, if that makes sense. Okay. So if you can just keep listening for me, my lovely. Okay. She keeps saying to me. Okay, thank you, Sandra. Right, this lady that is here is making me very aware of a cancerous condition that she passed from. So does this make sense to either Trudy or Sandra or anyone else that's... Okay, Trudy, it does to you. Sandra, does this make sense to you? Because obviously sometimes we can get a split link, so it could be information for both of you. So I just want to make sure we're on the right track. So a cancerous condition with this lady that's talking about this young girl that's pregnant. Okay, so both of you. Okay. Okay, I'm going to get her to tell me where the cancer... thank you, Trudy. So I'm just going to get her to show me where the cancer was. Okay. Okay, so she brings me to the upper respiratory. So she does bring me to the throat, possibly into the lungs. Does this make sense to either of you, please? And it's very much so in the middle of her chest. And I want to come into the lungs. Possibly could have been just near the end when she was really struggling with the lungs. But I do feel it's certainly this sort of area here. Okay, thank you, Trudy. Sandra, does this make sense to you, my love? Okay, no worries. So what we'll do, I'll just get some more information. So Trudy, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put you to the forefront first, and I want her to give me some spot on information for you. Okay, thank you, Trudy. And then, okay, she's just she's just told me off because actually she's just said to me it's okay, you can, Marnie, as well. Oh, bless you. Okay, right, Leanne, I got your message there as well, my love. Leanne, is there anybody that's pregnant in the family that you know of that's I'd say early 20s, late teens, early 20s? Marnie, okay, I'll come back to you in a second, Marnie. I'll just wait for Leanne's reply there. Okay, I wanted this lady. She shows me that she was really full of life. Again, she was another lady that put weight on, and she said it maybe wasn't the best thing for her, but she struggled to lose weight as well. And she's just making me very, very aware. She's saying to me, I've left my daughter behind. So this is someone's mum, okay? I've left my daughter behind, my daughter. She makes me feel like her daughter is around the... Okay, thank you, Leanne. She makes me... She does make me aware that her daughter is late 40s, early 50s. She's showing me. She's not showing me. I've asked her to show me exact, but I don't know if she knows herself. Why that is, I don't know. She's making me aware of her memory. I don't feel that she would have necessarily had memory loss in her life, but I feel that the memory loss came while she was poorly. Trudy, does this make sense to you at all? Or Sandra? Again, you might not be... Sorry, Sandra, if you can't take this. I do feel I'm coming to... Marnie, I keep getting a connection to you, my love, as well. Obviously, I can't ignore it when I get that connection. Does any of this further make sense to you? It does to you, Trudy. Okay. Marnie, could you just let me know? And Sandra, could you just let me know? Okay. Trudy, is there a female in your family that has gained weight and struggles to lose it? Like probably most of us, but okay. Thank you, Sandra. I think perhaps this is more a connection to somebody that is here that would know this lady. But please do keep listening, Sandra, because it could... Okay, right. Marnie, that's fine. Marnie, also in your family... Okay. So I'm thinking this... there's 4 of you here where this could be going to. Okay, so right, I'm going to get an exact. Okay, right. She's just literally given me a connection to the north. Leanne, I know that you're from the north, but I do. Trudy, can you take a connection to the north with this lady as well? Or Marnie, can you take this as well? I don't necessarily feel she would have. She used to. She definitely stayed there. Okay, thank you, Sandra. Please do keep listening, all of you. Okay, so she does show me the travelling connection, so she would have been. Okay, thank you, Trudy. I do feel that this, I have to go with what this lady is showing me, and she does make me have a connection to the north. So I think at the moment, Trudy, keep listening. Okay, thank you, Marnie. Yeah, Trudy, keep listening, because there could be other things that make sense, but I have to, when she literally pointed to me, and she took me, firstly she took me to the northwest, and then she took me to the northeast, but I don't feel she stayed in the northeast. It was more of she stayed in the northwest. And obviously, Sandra, you've just said to me Lancashire, which is northwest. I know, because I'm a Lancashire girl myself originally. Sandra, this lady, the connection to the northwest, I want to come. Okay, hi Rosie. Sorry I didn't see you there, my lovely. I've just asked her to Sandra. I'm just talking to you at the moment, my lovely, if that's all right. I've just asked her to give me an exact area of the northwest, and she just indicated to me. She keeps putting me in Skipton. Thank you, Leanne. Yeah. Okay, so I don't know if you're aware of this, Sandra, but she does give me the connection to Skipton, but also sort of bordering Yorkshire. Just wait to see if I can get that answer from you there. Okay, right. So the reason this, I want you all to listen if you can, because the reason this lady has come through, she's making me well aware about this young lady that's pregnant, but she is certainly making me aware that things haven't been, it would be at that area. Okay, thank you, Sandra. So I think because I asked her specifically to give me this certain place in the north, I think that possibly we are going along the right lines with yourself. But she does make me quite painfully aware that this pregnancy hasn't been straightforward with this young lady. Things are okay, but it hasn't been straightforward. And this young lady has had quite a lot of aching in her back. She's not bringing me to the front area. I feel it's all in the lower back with her, to the middle of her back. And she just wants me to put my hands on her to heal her. So I will send Absent Healing out to her. Now then, there's another lady just stepped in with her. Okay, thank you, Sandra. So we are with you. Thank you, my lovely. Another lady has just stepped in with her, Sandra, but I just want to connect her directly to you, this lady. And she does make me feel like she's mum, okay? Very, very aware of her surroundings. Very, very aware of the people that were around her before she passed. Now she is saying to me, Mum, but I don't know if this is a grandmother. Come on, sweetheart, give me a little bit more. Okay, right. Okay. This lady wasn't mum. Okay. You've just said mum-in-law there, but yeah, she wasn't mum, but she certainly gives me a motherly vibration. Okay. Now, can you tell me, because what she's showing me is, like I said, that people were around her before she passed, because she's saying she heard the words that were spoken, and she heard that, and she shows me that a male spoke in her ear. Hello, Anne. And it was literally just as she was passing, and to pass his love on to her and actually tell her she could go. Does this make sense to you, please, Sandra? Because she said she's showing me that she was holding on. She was holding on. Somebody what? All right, my love. Oh, bless her. She's very, very upset at the moment. She's saying somebody wasn't able to be there, and she was trying to hold on for them. Would that make sense to you, please, Sandra? If you can just let me know. It was almost as if they got there, but too late. Okay. Okay. She was definitely holding. You told her it was okay to go. Oh, bless her. Oh, I'm so sorry for your loss, my love. She does make me feel. She makes me feel so emotional. She makes me want to. If I do cry, it's her emotion. She's making my eyes well. But she. Oh my goodness. She's just bringing me to your partner, and she's just. Hello, Keely. She's just making me very aware. She's quieting my voice. She's very level-headed, this lady. Do you know what? She was beautiful person, inside and out. And so many people loved her. Because she takes me to her funeral, and she makes me very aware that there were a lot of people there. And the outpouring of love for her was just. She's just come right up behind me, and she's just put her hands on my shoulders, bless her. But she's just trying to show me the love that was outpoured for her and about her to everyone. Oh, bless. Sandra, I just wonder if you can pass some information to your partner, please, because she makes me very, very aware that she's very sadly missed, and also vice versa. And she said that we will meet again one day in the very, very far future. But she had to make me aware of that fact. But she will be there in many, many years to come. She's making also, Sandra, she's making me very, very aware of teaching. So I don't know if it was connected to her or your partner, but she's teaching, and I want to come to children. She may. Oh, bless you. That's what you said, is she? Oh, bless you. She is definitely making me aware of this teaching, so I don't know if it's either your partner or she used to teach or somebody in the family, but she's just making me very, very proud of this person. And she's just said to me, keep the faith, because she's actually aiming this at you, Sandra, and she's just saying you've lost the faith a little bit recently, and also lost your way a little bit. And she said that you will find it, and it will come back to you, but you need to read the signs, okay? So we always get shown signs when we're out and about. So, yeah, okay. All right, my lovely. So she just wants you to keep, like I say, keep that faith and keep moving on. And she does make me very aware that you have had struggles in life, but you've always got through them. Hi there. She she's just given me okay. Oh, bless her. This is quite sweet actually. She's just sorry. I'm doing it as if you can see. She's just showing me that a candlestick with a candle, and it's like an eternal flame for you. And she's just saying use this eternal flame in life and to keep yourself going. Sandra, someone's been having trouble with their car as well around you. She's just made me very aware of that fact. If it hasn't been noticed as of yet, it will. So it's just to make you aware. She's not showing me whose car it is, but she's making me definitely aware that there is going to be a little bit of trouble with it. And she shows me a light on the dashboard. But also this person doesn't look after their oil. Why is she showing me this? I don't know, bless her, but they don't necessarily fill the oil up properly. Oh, it's you. Okay. Oh, bless you. That's fine. I just had to pass that to you. But I'll leave her love with you. And thank you very much. Right. So, let's see who we've got. Okay, gosh, I have a very, very strong lady here, very strong-willed. Definite Irish connections because she's speaking to me with a very strong Irish accent. I do want to come to the south. Hi, Anne. I do want to come to the south of Ireland, so Southern Ireland, and she's just very, very aware of herself. A very strong-willed lady. I do feel she would have moved, so she wasn't necessarily in one place for long, so she would have moved around. Okay. She does make me also feel very aware that she had a very loving childhood. So much strength in the family. Oh my goodness. Family first. She just keeps saying to me, family first, family first. Okay. Okay. Hello, Kerry. Hi. I can see you there. Bless you. Okay. Right. She's making me very aware of the name June. Okay. And she is indicating it as a name rather than the month. She does connect it quite strongly to her. So this is either her name or it's connected to somebody who is waiting to hear from their loved one here. Now then, not so tall. I would say probably 5'2", 5'3". Quite an olive skin tone, long dark hair, olive skin tone. But very, very proud of how she would have dressed. Very, very proud. And also her children. And she makes me very aware that also her grandchildren. She made sure they were very well dressed. And she shows me frilly socks. She connects frilly socks to and she's talking about the person who is in here somewhere. So if anybody can take information about and it's the little white frilly socks that you put on little girls. That's what she's showing me. But she's making me very aware that this person also is very particular about how they dress their child. Okay, and she's saying, and she is indicating it's a little girl, and she does. Oh, bless her. She says she's like me. She's like me. So this whoever is here, and hopefully can take about this little girl. This little girl, she sees spirit. Hi, Lana. I didn't see you there, my lovely. Lana, can you take any of this information? She makes me very, very aware of... Okay, thank you, Trudy. The Irish connection lays with just her, okay, so it doesn't go past her. So I feel that because... Sorry, if I am looking away, it's because I'm just trying to concentrate to what she's showing me. Now then, okay, right, so she has literally just shown me, I'm going to try and draw it because I'm not the best drawer though. I will try. Okay. It's sort of, I don't feel that she would have had a family crest, but firstly she gave me, I'm sorry about but this sort of like a family crest shape emblem. But she's indicating to me, and she definitely makes me feel that she didn't necessarily have a family crest, but she's indicating to me that she feels like the family should have had one, a very strong family. Okay, thank you, Lana. So I'm just hoping somebody else can take this, and also please do remember, you know, when we do these readings, the information may not be directly for you. It could be somebody connected to you, family, friends, somebody in your outer circle. So sorry, Trudy, the family crest. So the so in mainly, well, they have them all over really, but a lot of it stems from Scotland with family crests. So it's something that it's like an emblem that the family would have just specifically for their family, for that family name. Okay. Leanne, I think I'm coming to you because she's just said the name Yasmin. No, Iona, it wasn't a shield, my love. It was a she showed me it. I didn't draw it obviously, but she showed me with a dragon inside. But there was a shield with the dragon, so the dragon was holding a shield. But I'm just going to come back to Leanne if that's okay. Obviously, Leanne, yes, I know you, and I know your daughter's name is Yasmin. But she just particularly said Yasmin to me. So I can just work with you. Is that okay, my love, to work with you for a moment? Because she is bringing in another female, and she's certainly newer past. So I will just try and connect to her in a second. Okay. She makes me aware Yasmin has been having issues at school with another little girl. And it's not so much on... She doesn't make me feel like it's bullying, but she's really pushing her buttons, shall we say. But she's fighting back because she's a little firecracker. Okay, Leanne, this Irish connection though, can you connect to the Irish? I know you say McCarthy there. Can you connect to Ireland and also the moving around? But obviously moving away from, because she stops at the Irish connection with her. She's just said to me, Leanne, that okay, she's definitely come. She's had me do that around Yasmin's name at the bottom. What it is, I don't know, because it's very similar to that crest at the top, so there's certainly a connection with these two. Okay. All right, my lovely. Right, now I know why she's showing me the dragon. It's nothing to do with it. She's showing me the crest, but it was to get to the dragon. And what she's now done with this for me, it's like a cup, okay, but she shows me like a metal cup, and meaning strength for her. And she says she's got your backbone, okay, and she will fight through it, so she will be fine, so not to worry, okay. I want to just come to this other lady behind her as well, if that's okay. Okay, so that makes sense as they're moving. Okay, thank you, my love. Right, so she is just showing to me now that she's pushing this other lady forward. Okay. Leanne, obviously, I know of your mum, and I know I met her once, but she is actually showing me your mum. I wouldn't normally say this, but obviously I have seen your mum. She is indicating to me, and she just obviously showed me that mum passed last year. She keeps talking to me about a cancerous condition, Leanne, but she makes me feel, obviously I don't know everything about your mum, I just met her once or twice, but she does make me feel that this, it was like it went away and came back again. Does that make sense to you? Very, very strongly so. But she's saying that, oh bless her. She's saying to me that because she has stepped right forward now, she never gave up. She never gave up that will and that want to stay here and stay with you and stay with the children. And she just wants to say to you, oh bless her. Oh, okay, Leanne, thank you. She is just indicating to me that I have to say something to you, and she just wants you to know that she can't tell you how much she loves you. It's like it. In fact, it's a while since I feel love from many spirit, but the amount of love that she whacks in. She had the cancer 3 times. Oh, bless her. This amount of love that she whacks in. Oh my goodness. And it's for you and the children and the kid, the girls. Oh, bless her heart. So strong-willed. She's saying to me, Leanna's, that more recently, things are settled around you, but there's still something that you're not quite happy with. I'm just asking her to, excuse me, I just put this back in. This is just so you can hear me. She's still making me very aware. She talks about moving and shows me a home. So I don't know if you're looking at moving, but she makes me feel like you're going to be moving. Because she's saying you're outgrowing where you are. But she said you've been thinking about it. So it's not that you've definitely looked at doing it yet, but you have been thinking about it. But she said that you need to move forward with it for you guys. Oh, bless her. She just told me about her flowers at the funeral, and she makes me very aware that there was white and yellow there, and she said I love them. Specifically for the yellow. Very, very aware of the yellow. They're beautiful, actually. How she showed them how they were set out. And you're moving soon? Okay. That's fine. But yeah, she said you've definitely outgrown that place where you are. Okay. Oh, bless her heart. She's saying to me that she said you felt you wanted to do a reading for her, but you didn't do a reading for her. She brings me to the funeral because it was so emotional for you, which is understandable. Can you just confirm that for me, my love, please? Because she won't let me move from that. She's also... Leanne, she said you're also looking at getting another dog. She says, you obviously, I know you've got a dog because I've seen pictures of it. Obviously, I've never been to where you live or anything, but she is saying that you're looking at getting another dog. She does also indicate to me of movement for Yasmin with school. Okay, so I'm just obviously I just have to give what she's giving me. Okay, but last minute, because I just want to try and get to someone else now. So lastly, my lovely, she just, oh bless her, that's right, thank you. I have to say she really whacks out the love for you, my love. She's amazing lady, you know, and I am so sorry for your loss, my love. This cup she drew for, sorry about the rubbish drawing, this cup that she drew for Yasmin, she actually indicates also is for you, to give you strength. Okay, it's so important that you listen to your inner self, because you keep doubting yourself, and she said you're better than that, my love. And she said you're an amazing mum, bless her. Sorry, she just held me back a minute because she was crying, bless her. She knows that she's so sadly missed, and she just wants you to know that she really, really misses you and the girls. But if I can leave her love with you and do that to you. Thank you, my love. Okay, so let's have another person. So I do use this, obviously it's only for pictures. If I do a normal reading, I'll write things down to give to people when I'm with them, but with this it's more symbols and things, that because I don't need to write names and things because you're hearing. So, alrighty. Okay, I have, you're very, very welcome, my love. You're very welcome. I do have a younger energy here now. The energy is just coming forward. I'm just trying to decipher whether it's male or female. I know that this person was taken quite suddenly. I do want to say it was through their own volition. So this was a suicide. The sadness around this person. Come on. Okay, Anne, thank you. Anne, is this a male, please? Because I'm getting this male through. And really making me feel very, very sick. Very sick. I'm being shown tablets and a bottle of vodka. Very definite male. If you could let me know, Anne, if this is if it's male that you're thinking of here. He certainly wasn't older than myself. I'm 39. But I want to say, I want to put this person in their 30s, but not near to me. Okay. What are you showing me, my love? And if this makes any sense to you, my lovely, could you just let me know? And then if not, I can obviously get some extra information to try and see where it goes. Okay. Okay, somebody has made contact with this gentleman previously, and I want to say somebody that does what I do on a mediumship link, also possibly a psychic link somewhere. Do you know, he comes through with a very, very heavy energy. But as I've asked him to step further forward, the energy is lifting from him, because it's like he feels relief, and he's feeling relief because that he's didn't want to be here anymore, and that relief has really stepped in. Hello, Sarah. So I'm saying that's because I said hello, Sarah. So you understand it as well, Martin? Okay. So if you can just listen for me as well, Martin, or anybody else. Okay. So, Martin, do you understand the heaviness and the sorrow with this gentleman? And he's definitely making me aware. Obviously, Martin, I am aware you're a medium also. But he's making me aware that he has been through to another medium, so possibly a psychic, somebody that does what we do, and he keeps trying to get information across, but it's not always being heard, if that makes sense. So if any of you can take this information, please let me know. Okay, he's actually been around this person quite recently, trying to make this person very aware. What are you trying to show me, my lovely? Sorry, bear with me, just stopped me in my tracks. Okay, so yeah, he's made me very, very aware that he wants to get a message across and it's not being heard. He wanted him to he wanted you to give him a reading. Okay. Martin, would you then understand that his message isn't being heard? What he's trying to say isn't being heard? He's saying that this person has recently felt him around him, and or her. No, okay. Okay, he is saying a him. So I feel this is for a male. So Martin, if you can just listen for me. Also, please do keep listening to the ladies, because it could be somebody around yourselves. So he's always around you. Okay. Just bear with me. I'm just trying to. What's he showing me here? Martin, if this is the same gentleman that you're thinking of, can you tell me, because he's showing me here, he's just made me write I don't know why he had me do that. I feel he would have been a real fiddler with the pen, but if you can, I don't know if you can see that, but it says May. He's not making me feel like it was necessarily the month rather than a name. May. Female, yeah. So it's May, the name. Okay. Now, it's just making me that's a name that's connected to him. But also there's a May connected. Oh, he is indicating me to you, Martin, now. Okay, so he is indicating the name May to you. So I don't know if you're aware of somebody with the name May. He is making me very aware that this lady has passed. Okay. Okay. Now, he's just saying to me that he has been passed for a little while now, but he's saying that for him it still feels like yesterday, and he sort of hasn't really come to terms with, even though he didn't want to be here. It could well possibly be Martin, yes, thank you. Could be in his family. He's not showing me that particularly, so obviously I can't give that. But he is making me very, very aware that he's very sorrowful for... He wanted to leave, but he's sort of regretting it now. December, okay. Okay, thank you, Martin. He's still, I know that you've obviously said just earlier, up the line of your writing, that he's always around you, but he's quite an intense character, okay, and very would like to definitely get a message across. And he just said to me, please don't ignore me, and I don't feel that you are, but he's just saying, please can you listen to me, because it's almost as if, I know he's always around you, and I know obviously you connect, but it's almost as if you've sort of got used to him being around you, not necessarily hearing him as much now. Does that make sense to you? He's really just trying to put his point across to say that he's sorry to his family, because of the way he took his own life, and he just, so I don't know if you have contact, if you can let me know if you have contact with his family, or are able to contact with his family, if you could just let them know that he's really sorry for how he took his own life. He said, I would have done it anyway, but for him that was the right way for him at that time. Now he is regretting it, and because he does indicate to me that he was found, and this has had a real impact on the person that found him, and he doesn't indicate to me that it was paramedics. There was somebody that found him that's connected to him, and he shows me that he was slumped in a chair. Please let me know if this makes sense to you, Martin. Excuse me a second, sorry. Oh, lovely. Okay, thank you. Does this make sense to you, that he was found, Martin, and it wasn't the paramedics that found him, it was a family member? Because he shows me he was in a chair. Oh, it looks like a chair. It might be a recliner. It looks very similar to what he's showing me. It looks like a chair. Obviously, I have to give what he gives me. So, but that he wants to apologise for, because it's very much so impacted on this person, and still is. Okay. Okay, so okay. Martin, I have to give you this name because he's really insistent. Oh, okay, okay. Well, what he did show to me, Martin, was, sorry, just itching my eye, was tablets and a bottle of vodka, but obviously he's saying he hanged himself, but it just may be that he was showing to me that he took his own life. So I have to obviously just give what he gives me. So anyway, going back to this, he keeps giving me the name Graham, very, very strongly Graham, and he keeps talking about this name. He is making me very aware of a father figure that's with him. I want to say this is his father because he makes me feel very aware. Okay, yes, that could be Martin. Thank you. He does certainly make me very aware this gentleman's very fatherly with him, and this chap would have been very like loving, jokey gentleman, but at the same time he feels he let his son down. Okay, so it does make me, but they're sort of making up for it now, and okay, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so I'm just going to get him to explain a little bit more. So he does come through as a fatherly figure. Obviously we just said his dad's still here, so that's fine. But I just wanted him to give me a little bit more. Welcome back, Richard and Helen. Okay. Martin, can you connect to the name Graham, please? Because he is making me aware of this name, and he won't let me move away from it, so I have to just check with you. Okay, he was a dad and very... Okay, fair enough, thank you. So this name Graham, I just need to... Why are you showing me Graham? Okay. Martin, I'll have to leave... I have to move away from that because he is very insistent about this Graham, but I'll just wait for your answer on that. But he Okay, he's just talking about, okay, thank you, Martin. He is just making me aware of family that he's left behind, and I know obviously he said he was a father, so he did, and he does make me feel like there were children involved, and he's very aware of the impact this has had on all the family. Okay, but he's just so sorrowful, Martin. And if you're able to pass on his love and obviously his regret, this is what he would like you to do for him. So he, okay, so he's just shown me, Martin, an oak tree, and obviously, as you know, we get different signs for different things, and for me with the oak tree, it's the strength, and he's indicating this about his family, and oh, thank you, Martin, thank you. So yeah, he's just indicating to me about this oak tree. He's not told me whether he was buried or cremated, Martin, but he does make me very aware of ashes and spreading. So I think this is why he's trying to show me this tree. So I don't know if it was by an oak tree or near an oak tree, but he's particularly bringing me right into this beautiful large oak tree, and he keeps focusing in on this himself, and it's giving him real peace, and even in spirit, he needs grounding. Okay, thank you, Martin. And he just showed me it keeps him grounded because he doesn't want his sorrow to. He's just, bless him, he just said to me, I don't want my sorrow to fly away with me. Why he would say that, I don't know, but that's what he said. So he keeps giving me the name Lisa as well, Martin. Lisa. Okay. I know we're on a little bit of a delay, so sorry about this, folks. So yeah, Martin, if you can just let me know about the name Lisa with his sister. Okay, thank you. He just particularly talks. I've just asked him while I was waiting for why he wants to talk about Lisa, and she's got a lot of change going on around. I'll get it out of my mouth. She has a lot of change going on around her at the moment, but she feels stagnant. She feels like she's on a merry-go-round and she can't get off it. So it's going round and round with her on, and she just wants it to stop, and so she can get off. If you can possibly give this to her, that he's aware of this and he's trying to help her through this time. This is the main reason he's come through, to support his sister, and also tell her he loves her very, very much and he's sorry. But I have to give you, if you're able to pass this to Lisa for him, sorry. He's given me a big sword like the Excalibur sword, and again it's to stand tall, stand strong, and believe in yourself. So I'll leave his love with you, Martin, if you can pass it on to his family. Thank you. Okay, so let's just try and... Okay, thank you, Martin. Okay, so I'm going to try and do one, possibly two more for you. So just bear with me. Right. Thank you for that. Kerry, I think that's you saying brilliant messages. Thank you very much. Different reason, but you understand. Thank you, Martin. Thank you. Okay, so Righty ho, who are you, my lovely? Oh my goodness. Okay, right. Anne, you've just asked me to connect to you, my lovely. Shez and Lana. Everybody. I'll try my best. I will be coming back doing this again. Obviously, like I said at the beginning, this is although I've been doing mediumship a long time, it's the first time that I've done a live stream. So I'm hoping everybody's enjoyed it so far. Let me know if you haven't or you have. But I will be coming back. So, and obviously I will let you know when I am back. So I will, like I say, and I'm hoping to do this on a monthly basis for you. So now then, right, this lady. So I have a female here, very, very bubbly. Okay. Larger than life character. Now she's saying to me, you've just said larger than life, but I was large anyway. She does make me very, very aware that she was a bigger lady. And I will try and get to as many as possible. Hello, Johnny. Hi, sweetie. You're right. So yes, I have to come back to this lady, and I will try my best to get to some of you. Obviously, I'm not going to be able to get to all of you, but like I say, I will be back again doing this. And if you know, I am aiming on doing this once a month. But if people would like it more, then that's not a problem. Just let me know. So I have to say, this lady, she really comes in on a motherly vibration. And Richard, I'm being pulled to you, my lovely. She keeps pointing to your name in the comments. So this lady comes through on a motherly vibration. Would that make sense to you, of this lady being mum? She's very, 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 I have to say, she's like a flamboyant lady, really, really always dressed quite brightly. All her clothes were quite bright. Thank you, Leanne. Thank you, Johnny. Okay, thank you, Richard. So okay. Let me see what more she can give me. Now, please, everybody do keep listening. I am being pulled towards Richard at the moment. Okay. So Richard, you're saying no, your nan. Okay, so would your nan have been very much like a mum to you, very supportive to you, very flamboyant lady? I want to say she wasn't short, and she was, but also she really stood tall, and really just was very aware of the energy she gave off. Very, very, sorry, I'm blowing my hair away. Very, very strong energies with this lady. And I have to say, Richard, quite a tough nut as well. And she would have been a tough nut to crack in the way that she trusted people. So if she didn't know someone, she wouldn't necessarily, she's just showing me that she'd take time to trust someone. Does that make sense to you, please? Okay. Richard, she keeps having me draw arrows after arrow after. Why is she drawing arrows? Okay, so this is for you. Okay, so she's drawing me an arrow this way, which is moving forward. Okay. Okay, thank you, Richard. So she is I just want to get a little bit more validation from her, actually, because I like to give a little bit more validation than that. Okay. Now then, she's just given me, I don't like to give names out unless they are, I ask them to reiterate them to me, so they have certainly validated meaning to them, but I don't like to give them out willy-nilly. So she is giving me the name of Robert, okay, and she also, who is that now? Sorry, just bear with me 1 second. Okay, she stopped me there. So she's bringing me back to the name Robert. Okay, so she said there is a connection. She's showing me, sorry, a connection of Robert within your family. Not necessarily close, but possibly in your outer family. But she's making me very aware that this person is still here. Okay, so still on this earthly plane. But having a lot of health issues at the moment. Okay, so I obviously won't go into the health issues. I'm not a doctor. I'm a first aider, but not a doctor. But she is making me very aware. She brings me to the legs. There's somebody else also. She just issued a thing to me here. She's just saying somebody else in the family is having issue with their legs. Welcome back, Bill. Richard, does this sit with you, please? Could you just let me know, my love? Okay, thank you. So Robert was your uncle. Okay, thank you. And is. She's just told me off. She went, he is. Please, if you could let me know if you're aware of, so you're having problems with the, okay. She wouldn't let me come away from, she's making me rub my legs, that's why I'm moving around. She's making me very, very aware of the legs. Richard, she's showing me open wounds. But I don't feel they're necessarily open now. They have been in the past. You're saying LOL, but I don't know if that's yes or no. But she's certainly making me aware of them, and she's saying about pains that go down the legs. Okay. So Richard, she's just making me very aware she's really proud of you at the moment, because of what you've been through recently. Obviously, I'm aware of what you've been through recently, but that's obviously I don't know anything else about you. And not only is she proud, I'm proud of you because I think you're doing fantastic and well done, my love. But she is making me very aware that it's not going easy for you, my love. And also, you've really not been feeling too well in yourself. Not so much now, but you haven't been feeling very well. And a bit nauseous, okay? So I'll just say that to you. But, oh my God. Hey, I tell you, she loves you. She absolutely loves you. Bless her. Okay. Richard, I just want to say to you that she's saying to me you're putting blockers in your own way. And she's talking about your spiritual development here, okay? But also your personal development in life, okay? So she just wants you to lift those blockers and take that, okay, and take that step forward. Yeah, she's not showing me, she said you've not been practicing what you should have been recently, okay? And she's sort of, she's doing a wag of the finger. So she's just saying she wants you to keep moving forward and actually practice what you should be doing. You've stopped. Okay. So she wants you to move on with this, my love. So obviously I can only give you what she's saying. But that's why she's come through, because it's so important that you don't stop. Okay. And she wants you to move forward. Richard, there is a couple of other bits that she said to me, but if you contact me on Facebook, I'll give you them privately, okay? So she is just passing. Hello, my lovely Caroline. So she is just passing to me, and it's not. She shows me it's lots of papers together, like a stack of. Okay. Thank you, Richard. She shows me like a stack of papers, okay? But what she's showing me for you is that this stack of papers are like this, and it's not actual papers. It's things that it's like you don't deal with things one at once, okay? So you're sort of trying to get rid of all these things to do things, and also things that you want to do, but you struggle doing one thing at once, if that makes sense. So it's like you're trying to do it all at once and you can't, okay? But Richard, I will talk to you afterwards if you don't mind, and I'll give you the other information privately. But I'll leave her love with you for now, and thank you. So, okay, so let's try one more. As I said, I will be back again. I've actually really enjoyed, bringing people through, for you, and it's always a pleasure to work with Spirit. Okay, right. You're welcome, Richard. Okay, right. Okay. Okay, Kerry, are you still here, please, my love? Oh, thank you, Anne. It's like in any time when we do mediumship, unfortunately we can't get round to everyone, but obviously I will be back, and each time brings new messages. Okay, so I'll just wait on Kerry coming back to me, but I just want to bring the females are strong this evening, bless them. So this female I have stepping forward, so I want if everybody could listen for me. She makes me very, very okay. Thank you, Kerry. Hi. Okay, so if you could just listen in for me, please, ladies and gents. So this lady makes me very, very aware that she ended up off her feet a little while before she passed. Okay, so it wasn't just before she passed, it was for some time before. Okay, and she was such a proud person. It really, she struggled to cope with this. Okay, okay, thank you, Kerry. Kerry, does this make sense to you about this female being off her feet? So this would be before she passed, so not just before she passed, so for some time before she passed. But she certainly shows me that this female had a cancerous condition. Okay, so please everyone listen. She certainly had a cancerous condition, and she does bring me, obviously we are well aware that cancer spreads, but this really spread with a rapid rate. And it was almost as if she had treatment, and it's like it went away and came back. So if anybody can take to this, please do let me know. Okay. Thank you, Richard. I understand what you're saying there, but this is definitely a new energy. But thank you. I will come back to you at the end, my lovely, privately. And I want to say that it was, she's talking about spreading wings. Okay, so Rosie, you think this may be for you as well? Okay. So Rosie, so I've got you in the picture here. So this lady you think is your nan, and shares as well. Okay. So that she had a cancerous condition that went away and came back. She also had another condition on top of the cancer, and what she makes me feel is that the two together were what killed her, and that's what she's just said to me. It killed me. Okay. She's also making me very, very aware that there's also a female in the family that's fighting cancer at this time. Again, if you can take this, please let me know. This female is stubborn. She just said she's sorry. I'm laughing at. She just said she's stubborn as a mule. Really stubborn. And it's like she doesn't want anybody to help her. But inside, she's crying out for it. But she lets everybody else know that she doesn't want the help. So, Rosie, you think this is you? Okay. Okay. Rosie, if this is you, I'm not obviously sure who the female is that has currently got cancer. Please keep it to yourself at the moment. Okay, thank you, Rosie. I have to say this lady is the one that's still here at the moment. She makes me feel as if she's in her 50s. Or thereabouts. Oh, this stubbornness, flipping, sorry. Real stubbornness from her. Okay, so the reason that this lady has stepped in, so the way she describes herself to me, so she wasn't very, very tall. She was certainly a good build, shall we say. But she did lose a lot of weight with this cancer. Oh, bless you, Richard. Okay, so also, Shez, can you just keep listening? Does any of this make sense to you, please? Shez Garfoot? Because I'm struggling to see who this fits with at the moment. Okay, I'm going to ask her to give me a little bit more information, because I feel that she's got so much to say, but it's like she can't get it out, and she's making me feel like it was, and yes, for you, Leanne, oh bless you, she's making me feel that it was very much so that she couldn't I don't feel she was intubated. That's not to say she wasn't. So when they put the tube down the throat, but she makes me feel like she couldn't get her words out, okay? And she really wanted to speak, but couldn't be heard. Wouldn't be heard or couldn't be heard? Give me the right one. You just said both. Couldn't. Okay. So physically couldn't, okay? I want to just ask her why she said wouldn't as well. Okay, and she's referring to this female that's in the family. Again, Shez, if this makes any sense to you, if you could let me know. Rosie, you again. And Leanne, if you don't mind. She is also talking about plans for... Sorry, I was just trying to see what she was saying there. So that there is plans in the family for... somebody's planning for another child. Okay. It could be Leanne. It could be just such. She's not showing me that in particular. However, it could be because they don't always say the words. Sometimes they just give us a sense. Okay. So she's just making me very, very aware that somebody's planning on having another child, but also somebody had a child in 2019. Okay, so okay, she's talking about, she gives... Okay, thank you, Rosie. She's talking about the name Anne. Okay, and I don't know that name. Okay, she is giving me... So can anybody take the name Anne, please? Okay. Right, so she's just also given me the name of Tracy. Rosie, obviously I am aware that you have an Auntie Tracy. I'm just trying to see if... Okay, and it fits with you, Richard, as well. Okay. Okay, Anne's a sister. Okay, let's see who we're going to here, because we've got 3 of you. Okay, the name Tracy, does that sit with any of you, please? Okay, Rosie, I am aware of your Auntie Tracy. And you've got Auntie Anne. Okay, so it could be yourself. Just bear with me, sorry. Talking too long, you get dry. Okay, so... Okay. No, okay, thank you, Richard. I have to connect that name. I was just waiting for you to come back to me there, my love. So I have to connect this name of Anne and Trace. I do feel, Rosie, that I'm coming to you, my lovely. I do feel like... But Leanne, can you just keep listening for me, please? And let me know if also the name Tracy has any meaning to you. Oh, wings. She keeps showing me wings. Okay, so... Okay. Rosie, she's making me aware as well there's somebody else in the family that's really on the verge of gaining their wings, and she doesn't bring me to those 2 names in particular, but she does take me further afield in the family. She's also just... She just said Rosie to me, so she's just made me very, very aware that at the moment you're in a crossroads, my love, or at a crossroads, should I say, and you're really not sure which way to go. And she indicates here as to whether you want to, so obviously you've got the little one that you said, and she's not. You're not sure whether you want to go back to work or be a stay-at-home mum. Okay, can you just let me know if that's correct, my lovely? Hi, Genevieve. Okay, I am still here. Hopefully you can all see me. Apparently it froze a second ago. Hopefully, Rosie, you're back with us. Okay. Okay, she's just saying to me, Rosie, and that's correct. Okay, so she is just saying to me with that you need to really follow your heart, not just your head, because your heart's trying to lead you the right way and your head's sort of knocking you the other, if that makes sense. Okay, but she also makes me feel that you feel guilt. You feel guilt. It's okay, Genevieve. It's lovely to have you. I'm very grateful. She does make me, yeah, she makes me feel very much of a guilt nature around me, because you're not sure if you want to leave the little one. And once again, I'm being shown these socks. Do you put, Rosie, do you put your little one in those white frilly socks? Like really frilly, cute little girly socks. She's making me very aware of those. That's twice tonight that's been brought to me. Okay, so she's just saying to me that you really need to make a decision. Okay, thank you, Rosie. You need to make this decision and go forward with it, okay? She said stop procrastinating over it. So don't keep thinking, just do it, okay? And she's just saying have faith in yourself a little bit more, because you doubt yourself a lot, okay? And she wants you to stop doing that. It's easy for them to say because we have to do it, but she's just making me very aware that you sometimes beat yourself up a little bit when you don't need to, you know. And she said that you've questioned yourself as a mum, and she said don't, because you're a fantastic mum, and I believe her. You know, have faith in yourself, my love. Okay. She's just talking about her garden, and she's talking about roses. Are you aware of white roses? I know I'm asking you a question here, but she's showing me white roses, particularly, and she shows me this in a garden of a house, and I feel it was her home, and it's like a big rose bush. It's actually beautiful, and it was planted years and years ago, but it's grown to, as they do, it's grown to this huge big area, and she used to go out to them every day, and she'd be smelling them, and they just brought back the smell. The smell was a real driver for her. She was certainly a sensitive lady, and I mean spiritually sensitive, but she was, yeah, her smell. She smelt things, so she would smell certain smells around her. Okay, thank you, Rosie. She'd smell certain smells around her, and she couldn't explain them. They would just appear from nowhere, and there would be no sense as to why they were there. Okay, hopefully you are aware of this, because she is saying to me that you are, but obviously you can let me know if not. Okay. She's just said the name Luke to me, so obviously I am aware of who Luke is to you, and because she said his name, and his head popped in, and he just said hi Charlotte, because obviously he has been to me before, so he knows who I am, but he just wanted to say hi to you and look after your gran. Okay, I'm going to leave her love with you, because I'd like to try and get to one more person, as I am aware it's getting on with time. Okay, right. Hi Jordan, yeah, I am. I'm about to finish in a minute. I'm just doing one last one. Okay. Okay. So, right, I've got a female and a male coming through together here. You're welcome, Rosie. Okay, who's coming first? Who's coming first? Come on. It's like being at a bus stop waiting for him to move. Right, okay. So let's bring in the female first, because she's stepping forward for me. Okay, this lady was a very heavy smoker. So if anybody can take this information, very heavy smoker. She's saying to, and she has, I can hear her actual accent, and she has a southern accent. I want to say sort of around this sort of area of the Berkshire area. She has that very accent. Okay. Definitely a Cancer, because she's showing me Cancer. And the spread rate was so quick. So quick. And it was like it took everybody by surprise. Okay, so some of this is making sense. Okay, with you, Kerry. Okay, is this making sense with anyone else? Okay, thank you, Kerry. Okay, she's so this lady, again, hopefully this will connect to somebody in particular. Okay, so this lady at the moment is very worried about, I want to say grandchildren, but I want to come to great-grandchildren rather than grandchildren. And she's just saying that it's like everyone's everywhere. And there's been so much upheaval. Okay. Upheaval, why are you showing me that? Okay, thank you, Leslie. Leslie, can you take any of the latter information about the family, please? Okay, thank you, Richard. I nearly said Stuart then. Sorry, Richard. I want to. She keeps placing. She keeps making me feel like there's family members that are elsewhere that should be with the family, though. Does that make sense to anyone, please? And it's like that loss. The loss in the family that are here now is tremendous. Excuse me. Okay. Okay. Thank you, Leslie. Thank you, Kerry. And Richard, if you could just let me know if this makes sense to you. If not, obviously I'll go ahead with the ladies. So what she's showing to me, this lady, just while I'm waiting on Richard's reply, she was a real grafter, and worked hard. Yes, Kerry, I can. Thank you. Yeah. So if you can just listen to this for me, and Richard also, this sits with you, okay? So this lady really was a grafter. She takes me to almost like a factory setting. So I don't know if she worked in a factory, but she was a real grafter, and she did a lot of work with her hands. If it wasn't a factory, it was like a large place that she worked, okay? So Keely, is this? Sorry, I thought Kerry came on your thing before and said it was Kerry. But I think she's with Trudy, isn't she? Sorry, Keely. So Keely, if this makes sense to you as well, please listen in. So this is a lady, and she wouldn't think twice about nipping out for, well, actually, not nipping out, staying in for a fag break. Okay, thank you, Keely. But she certainly makes me feel like she has great grandchildren. Okay, so this lady did live to a good age, but she just said to me, I was shot at. And I can get what she means, bless her. But she's making me very, very aware of. She does. Okay, thank you, Keely. Okay, I'm just going to try and get some information that would mean specifically something to one of you, okay, because obviously at the moment you're still all agreeing with these things, okay, so, show me. That used to be a program, didn't it? Show me. I don't know what that's off, a kiddie program. Anyway, diversifying. She's having me do that. Why? Okay, so she's had me do that because she's shown me she used to live in her own bubble, and it was sort of if things weren't done her way, you'd know about it, okay? This was her bubble, her life. She wanted to lead it how she led it, and nobody could get in her way. That's how strong she is, okay? She does show me, she keeps showing me these shoes and this jacket, and it's like a green MAC. I want to say a MAC because it's not thick, but it would have been waterproof, but a MAC, like a darker green, not light green. And these shoes. God, she's taking me back years here. She looks like she's got, sorry, my northern came out then, didn't it? These shoes, they look like really what, thank you, Lana, sorry. Yeah, what nurses would have worn. That sort of style, that's the only way I can describe what she's showing me. And I'm not saying obviously she was a nurse, she could well have been, but she does make me feel that she was certainly a manual worker with her hands. So can anybody take this? So she would have worn this green MAC, and they're black. These shoes are black, but they would have been quite worn, these shoes. And a very, very, very small heel on them. Very small heel. Okay, come on, my lovely. What have you got to say? Okay, thank you, Richard. Lisa, it could well have been. It just showed to me that it was fairly thin, green and waterproof. Okay, so it could have been. She didn't show me that, but yeah, it could be. So, my lovely, just give me what you're here for. Okay. Always tied her hair back. She's just saying to me she always and she then used to have it set under a dryer. But she takes me back to when she was younger rather than an older lady. So she's not letting me go anywhere in particular with this one. So I'm just going to throw out this message that she has, and obviously if it has meaning to you, please, this could be for any of you. But the loss of faith in yourself, that is the biggest thing that she's trying to show me. And she said you need to bring that back. Sorry, she's just telling me one more thing. Hold on. Okay. Right. So she just said to me, she said, I didn't always have a lot of money and I was brought up the hard way. And she does make me certainly feel that she would have been around, as I said, south, because that's what the accent I could hear. But also, she makes me feel like she would have been in no, not Scottish, Leanne. Your wife. Okay. Thank you, Richard. Sorry, I'm just reading as well as... Okay, so she makes me feel like that she would have been in this sort of a factory. I want to say a factory town because that's what she's showing me. Like up in Lancashire, they used to have, well, they still have, but they're not factory towns anymore. They used to have a lot of them. And she came from that sort of environment where you worked hard to live. Okay. She is making me aware of a gentleman that comes in very, very dirty from his job. Very dirty. Why is he very dirty? I don't feel... I feel that this man used to work with his hands again with motors or something engineer, either a mechanic or an engineer that way. But she's just making me very aware of him. Does this sit with anybody? Because she is sort of backing off. She's just come in to give this message, but I really wanted to connect it to somebody, but obviously it can't always happen. But if somebody can let me know about this gentleman that's just popped in as well. Very, very lovely, lovely, lovely lady. Very down to earth. You wouldn't cross her though. She would have her say. Very much so. But she at the same time, she was one of these ladies that a door was always open. People would come, definite smoker, Iona, yes. So Richard, I think this sits with you the most by the looks of it. Please do keep so this is connected to your wife, is this? Okay, just please keep listening as well. So she certainly would always put her view across until she was heard, if that makes sense. So she had to have her say all the time. And this gentleman that comes in with her, he makes me feel... Okay, Keely. He makes me feel as if he sort of got fed up of her friends coming in, because they always had cake and tea, as most people did back then. But she was one of those people would come to her, and also people would come to her for advice, and she was like the local agony aunt. That's what she's just said to me, bless her. So okay, Keely, I'm just going to see if she can give me one specific thing for you, my love, and then we can just definitely verify whether it is for you. Michaela, no, this gentleman has passed, my love. is passed. But before he passed, before she did. So Keely, does this make sense to you? The gentleman passed before the female, and Richard and Michaela as well. But if you just remember back to what I said at the beginning, this lady is a great grandmother. So this gentleman would have been a great grandfather. Okay, and I feel like he would be great grandfather and great grandmother. They would be, sorry, to whoever the message is for. So hopefully, okay. Does that make sense to you, Keely? Could you just let me know that, my lovely? 2 weeks after. Okay, Richard, I think I've stepped away from you then. She's saying about great, but I feel that maybe because she's making me feel like she has great grandchildren, but they're young, so this would be maybe your child, whoever this is message for. Okay, Keely, do you have children? Because if not, then because she's talking about great grandchildren. Sorry, I know that's asking a question, but it's just to verify whether it is still with you. Okay, I'll wait obviously for your answer, my lovely. So anyway, this lady has come through. Like I said, she's wanting to burst somebody's burst. That's not the word that she showed me. Push. Sorry, she's wanting to show push somebody and show somebody the right way for them because they've just lost a bit of self-belief, self-faith. But she's saying that with her guidance, they will get there. And you can take that, Keely. Okay. Yes, you do. Okay. So, Keely, can you understand the other bit of this, of what she's just said as well? Your sister does. Okay. So, I'm going to come to both of you, Keely and Richard, because I think this is possibly for both of you in some strange way, but I just want to give you something separately. So, Keely, if I come to you first. Okay. Okay, thank you. Keely, you've been rocked by emotion, how people... Can you see my... Yes, I can. Yes. So you've been rocked by how your emotion gets rocked, sorry, by how people treat you. You're quite a sensitive person, but also you can fire at somebody, so you can really let go. She's just saying to me, you need to just possibly hold back a bit because she's making me feel like something's going on around you at the moment. And you just need to hold your back, hold your tongue, and things will pan out the way they're meant to be. Okay, my love. And also for you, I'm being shown. Okay, so it's like the old-fashioned style mirror that you would held in your hand that you used to get on a dressing table with all the ladies' things on the dressing table, and she's just holding it up for you to look at yourself in the mirror and take stock of what's going on with you. Okay, Richard, with yourself, my love, obviously everything that was mentioned, and I'm being brought to a female with you. Okay, thank you, Keely. I'm being brought to I do feel this possibly is your wife that is now being spoken about, Richard. And she's really lost her self-worth, and you're her backbone. Okay, so this is why I asked for 2 separate messages now, okay, because obviously we weren't sure where we were going with these 2, and she said it's time for you to stand up and be who you are meant to be. Okay, Richard, because she's showing me you're a good person, okay? But she does say to me that your wife is hurting, and she just wants to make you aware of that she knows, okay? And like I said, what I might do, Richard, is actually I'll send you a message. Obviously, I said I'd speak to you privately afterwards, so I'll send you a written message. So I'm going to leave that there and hope everybody enjoyed it. Obviously, we've been going on for some time now. And yes, I will be back. And what I am planning on doing is, obviously, as I explained, I am a paranormal expert as well. So I can do talks on that. I am a tutor to help people develop. So if anybody wants to ask questions in the future, I'm very happy to answer those. But yeah, so I'm going to leave you for this evening, and just want to thank you for supporting me for this first live stream. I've enjoyed it. I hope you have, and I'll see you again very soon. Thank you.